that you can get away with it. You think the light won't be ever lit. It's almost over now, almost over now. Something on your chest, better get it off. There'll be no one left when we set it off. We ain't gonna take it no more, since it's almost over now, almost over now. You had plenty of time, there was no rush, but it was your dream to be like us. You're in dreamland, so you don't care. And as you wait, we're standing there. No, can't be me, I'm a rock star.
Now from the home of the Dog Pound, EA Sports welcomes you to Huntington Bank Field here in downtown Cleveland, Ohio. And today, no waiting around. We jump right into an AFC North battle in Week 1, as it'll be the Cincinnati Bengals taking on the Cleveland Browns.
Evan McPherson to kick off for Cincinnati.
Evan McPherson has this one teed up, and off we go from Cleveland. And that one not returnable, not by a long stretch, over the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 35-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll run it. Here's the rookie from Ohio State. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. From the 39-yard line, here comes 2nd down at 6.
60 Bison, 60 Bison. Panther 11.
Sanders. This one complete to Jerry Jeudy. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. But there you go, Charles, the first completed pass of his young career.
And we expect it not to be his last. Very good to get the first one out of the way, though, as he begins his career.
On 1st down, here's Jenkins. And he's fortunate to get anything from that. Give him a yard up to the 49.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
They'll give him 4 yards there. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
Ready, go!
To throw now, here's Sanders. And he will find the open man. It's DJ Moore. And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short. And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Charles, their first drive of the game, and already they're taking chances here, but they get the 4th down conversion. I'm curious, do you think that that's something they game plan for on the opening drive if it came up, or is that something that happened organically?
I think that they game plan for it, Brandon, and when you think about it, let's just say it. The word
and he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Dylan Sampson, his first NFL reception goes for 6. And the Browns are on the board here first in the season opener. Excellent start there. First drive of the season. Big-time success putting it in the end zone.
And remember, that was done without any real map of how to do it. In other words, the deeper you get into the season, you get game film to work off of, tendencies to work off of. The first drive of the season, things can be entirely different than what you've seen in the past. It's a really good job of execution by them.
Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now a 7-0 game. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Burrow going to lead up the Bengals here, 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. And they'll begin here with a run by Brown. He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4. Second down.
Brandon, to me, what's important right here on this drive is for them to get at least 2 first downs. They've got to give their defense a chance to settle down, catch their breath a little bit after they give up a touchdown on the opening drive.
Another run for Brown on second down. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a third down.
Part of the thinking when you bring in extra tight ends, you're hoping that each of your guys gets those one-on-one blocks and creates a crease for your runner. But the converse is, though, you've got to win those one-on-one blocks. And when you don't, that's the result you end up with.
Now a short one to Gesicki. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. It's a gain of 13, and the Bengals have a first down.
One down, only about 500 more to go this season. He would certainly welcome most of his passes this year going as well as that. Now that the first one is over, time to settle into a groove and begin the long journey towards Week 18 and hopefully the playoffs.
On first and 10, here's Brown. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much as he's down to the 48. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be second and 8.
Here we go, here we go. Right, 80.
Right back to Brown. And good work there in open space. So he's got this all the way down now to the 32. That one good for 15, and the Bengals get a first down.
11 mighty. Here we go, here we go.
Shotgun handoff to Brown here. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
11. Done. Stop. 11. 180. Raise up. Stop.
And now they will throw it with Burrow. Now a short one to Gesicki. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. That's good for a first down, his second catch of the opening drive.
For a tight end, he's got good straight line speed, and on that route, he's often the guy that gets overlooked. Nice job there of finding him in stride for really good yardage.
They show run with 3 tight ends here on first down. Running right, here's Brown. Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play, second down. A gain of 3, second down.
Brings up second and 7.
Here we go. 180.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Bengals in control of the football.
On 1.
As they've got it second and 7.
Here we go. 180. He's hot. Hot. Stop.
Now a give, left side, Brown with it. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15, a gain of 3.
Well, at that rate, picking up 3 yards a carry, you and I both know that doesn't cut it in this league and trying to get first downs unless you're playing 4-down football. Then that's a whole different situation. But I don't think that's what they're trying to do here. 3rd and 4, though, is still manageable.
180. He's hot.
Now it's Burrow. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Andre Yoshibas, a 14-yard touchdown. And the Bengals are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And Charles, these early season in-division games are always interesting because you're still kind of figuring yourself out, but you want to know as much as you can about the opponent, especially when it's a division matchup. So I'm curious to see how the rest of this one plays out.
Yeah, that's a good point because they're still trying to work things out. They don't know everything about their own team, let alone trying to figure out their opponent. But you got to do both on the fly, don't you? While the game's being played, figure it out both ways and try and find a way to win.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. Ball at the 40 here for 2nd and 5.
Let's go now.
They'll stay on the ground with Jenkins. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Looking left side, that's caught by Moore. And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
So just 3 yards on the completion there. And that will bring up 2nd down. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
But what they're seeking with an RPO is space for the receiver to make a catch and then make a play downfield, but there wasn't any space available, thus the incompletion.
70 Rangers.
To throw is Sanders. He'll try and do this himself. Pass caught right side, Fanning. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 19. Here's Sanders. Setting up a screen for Jenkins. Yeah, the Browns are going to have a 1st and goal as he's taken down at about the 8-yard line.
And sometimes when you run a screen pass down in the red zone, it's really tough to create a lot of room to operate. It feels pretty condensed. But that was really well designed there, and they're able to pick up a 1st down.
It's a pickup of 3, and we have now arrived at the 2-minute warning. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. Now Sanders. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
Down near the goal line, things really get physical. You're always anticipating a running play, but when they do throw it, things happen quickly. A little bit of a bang-bang play there that falls incomplete.
And that will be incomplete as well. Well, so a drive that spans all that time, and yet you may only come away with 3 points here.
Well, your defense, all right, they actually like these long drives. They get to rest over on the sidelines for a while. But when you're not finishing with points in terms of touchdowns, that's frustrating. They've got to figure out how to close out these long drives and get 6s instead of 3s.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 30. The Bengals drive about to get going. Perfect start to the season on their first drive last time out, able to find the end zone. Now we'll see if they can make it 2 for 2 here in week 1. Throw left side here, complete to the tight end, Gesicki. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations. but a guy of his size,
Here we go.
Can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
Now 2nd and 5. They keep it on the ground. Again, it's Brown. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 51 yards rushing for him in this first half as he is looking in mid-season form here in the opener.
First and 10 at the 28-yard line.
On the handoff, this is Brown. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone, following a pickup of about 7 or 8. 2 yards to go, 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. He'll look underneath and finds Brown. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line.
That's another Bengals first down.
But here's a give to Brown. He finds some way to turn this into positive yardage as he struggles forward for a pickup of about 2.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
An inside give, Brown. And here he'll get it down to the 7.
Gotta go.
The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3.
That's a game of 5. Brings up 3rd and 3.
Stop.
Now they go play action now. Burrow. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. This will wind up a loss on the play. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. And that'll do it for the end of the 2nd quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the 2nd half. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
Here we go.
This is a game, Charles, that's been fairly starved for offense. Really not much in that first half. We'll see if they can get something going here as we look toward the 3rd quarter.
And not just a chance to finally get a little more offense going, but to erase that small deficit they currently trail by. I think they'd send a pretty powerful message to the opposite sideline. They drive it right down the field coming out of the half.
The opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Here's Burrow. And the ball is knocked out. And this is picked up by the Browns. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line. To the opposite of what they envisioned when they left that locker room, a turnover on the opening drive of this 3rd quarter.
I like your identification there because that's exactly what they discussed in the locker room before they came out on the field. Let's get the ball, let's go down and score, put some points on the board and feel good about it. Not an insurmountable lead, but definitely not how they saw it at halftime.
Ball on the 40 now. Here's a 2nd and 8. Throwing, Sanders. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the 1st down. They go play action now. Sanders. Open man, the tight end Phantom. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. The call is to go for 1 and kick the extra point. It's good to make it 17-7.
Makes the score 17. Bengals 7.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. Burrow and the Bengals with a 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. They defer to Brown to start the drive. And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards. That'll bring up 2nd down. Ball on the 39. Here's the 2nd down and 6. Now he's able to break out of 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
5-yard pickup on the play.
Now it's Burrow. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Bengals 1st down, and comfortably so as he gets 5 there on 3rd and a yard.
That's good for a Bengals 1st down.
11, mighty. 11. Done.
That's a 50-yard line.
Draw play for Brown. And a good run here as he'll rumble all the way down to the 40-yard line. And we got a pause following the play because it appears a member of the Bengals in some discomfort.
Here we go.
A first carry for Samaje Perine. And a hard-earned yard there as he ran through one would-be tackler. It's 2nd down.
12.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Burrow looking to pass. That was short one to Gesicki. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days. But you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
A gain of 7.
Here we go.
First down, Bengals.
Burrow will throw. And a loose football. And this is picked up by the Browns. There he goes left side. And he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return from Browns TD. The offense, they've had some sloppy moments. Sloppy there again on that one, and it could be the backbreaker.
From a defensive perspective, if the offense is going to be sloppy, you've got to take advantage of that. That's what they've done all game long.
Extra point right down the middle. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10. Down their own 30-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to... Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Ronnie Hickman with a pick. And the Browns are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50. Looking to put a drive together.
Go!
As Sanders has it poked free. And the Bengals grab it. Taking it right down Broadway. And this is taken into the end zone. A fumble recovery and a Cincinnati touchdown. This defense, Charles, they needed some type of a spark to help get them back in this game. I think they just got their spark.
No doubt about it. You know, that's all they discussed. How can we get ourselves moving again? How can we get our team going? This definitely qualifies.
What?
Burrow's going to look to throw for it. And it's intercepted at the goal line. And they decide fairly early here they need the ball back, so here's an onside kick. And the Browns are able to cover this one up. I know they're down, but starting the third quarter there with the onside kick, what'd you think?
Well, I think that they're looking at it as we may not have as many possessions in this game as we want. There may be that sense and that feel that they've got to go ahead and make something happen. Steal possession, try and steal some points, and get themselves right back in a position to try and win the game.
So 5 yards here, 5 on the play, and that'll make it second down.
At the 36-yard line.
Sanders to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I think he's as fine with that incompletion as a quarterback can be, in all honesty. He avoided his first sack of the game, and he did have a chance of connecting for yardage, just unable to on that throw.
On third down, here's Jenkins. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line.
It's a gain of 8. And the Browns first down.
Come on.
On play action, here's Shadur. To the right side, and he's got more complete. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3.
5 yards on the play. That's another Browns first down. First and goal at the 3-yard line.
Jenkins, he is going nowhere in a hurry as he is going to lose yardage here in a big way. That really sets him back. A loss of 6. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Another shot from the 9 on second and goal.
Let's go. 19, target. 19.
Sanders. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Harold Fannin making quite a splash with his second touchdown in his NFL debut. And the Browns are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their fourth quarter lead.
31. Bengals 13.
The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away.
The Bengals take over first and 10. At their own 35-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And they knew coming in that this would be a tough place to go in and win a season opener. But this has just been a performance, to be frank, not to be proud of here as they trail big in this fourth quarter.
Hey, we got to keep
Now a second and 2.
8 yards on the Bengals. It's second and 2 at the 43-yard line.
Now Burrow. He'll get this out to his running back, P-Ryan. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
5-yard gain on the
11 MT.
The Bengals first down. 5-yard gain on the
Play action. It's Burrow.
Cincinnati.
It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
Second and 10.
11. Let's get set.
Give left side for P-Ryan. A determined run there as he's going to take this all the way down near the 40.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently.
2 yards on the pickup. It's second and
They'll run again with P-Ryan. And maybe a little over pursuit there as he's able to take this down to the 25-yard line.
gain of 13 yards. That's another Bengals first down.
And now they will throw it with Burrow. This will be caught inside the 10. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
First and goal, Cincinnati.
So the offense a little antsy. The flag comes out and a 5-yard penalty. And they'll try again here, first and goal after the false start.
Here we go, here we go.
Up the middle, here's Pirine. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Samaje Pirine taking it in from 11 yards out. And the Bengals have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Burrow and the Bengals offense staying put. They'll go for 2 here.
Can.
They'll try and throw for it. That's caught at the 1. And he will get into the end zone to cut the lead a little bit further. And, of course, on the 2-point try, had the option to run or pass. They pass it there, and it works.
Felt pretty straightforward, didn't it? An open receiver, ball's put on him, 2 points for them.
And the Browns are able to cover this one up. The risk-reward of the onside kick, when you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling, whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things. Now they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
To throw now, here's Sanders. They'll give this complete to Tillman. It's going to be a nice pickup, but he also takes a pretty good lick at the end of that one.
A gain of 9 brings up
A nice throw right there, and these fans getting their first look at their QB1 of the future. I'd imagine it's got to be a big plus for him to get his first start here in front of that home crowd.
I know there's a school of thought about getting your first start away from home so you don't have the extra pressure of that crowd behind you. But I say ride the wave. Embrace it. Go ahead and play it at that level, and I think it's going to benefit him in the long run.
There's a short one caught by Fannin. And he'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Altogether, a pretty shaky start to the year for this defense as they defend another 1st and 10. And he'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 14-yard line. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Once again, Jenkins. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
To throw is Sanders. And he is caught at the 7-yard line. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Harold Fannin now with his 3rd touchdown in his first ever NFL game. And the Browns are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt. The Bengals drive about to get going. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out, because now it's not a total loss, because as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first.
11 MT tape. 11 MT tape.
They go play action with Burrow. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's second down. What we just saw there, that's really been a common theme all afternoon.
A lot of pressure. That forced the errant pass. He's been under duress this entire afternoon. He just had to unload that when he's fortunate it was just incomplete and not intercepted.
And he stopped immediately there. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just one remaining here in this fourth quarter.
Here we go. 11, ready?
They're passing here. Joe Burrow. He's going to launch this thing right downfield. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down. And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down.
Here we go.
So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. They'll try and throw for it with Burrow. And now another turnover as this one's intercepted. Picked off by Grant Delpit. And he'll take it across midfield to the 46-yard line. Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense, but they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
Ready, break. Ready. 19, 8.
Now the former volunteer, it's Dylan Sampson. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. Second down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Let's go.
They'll keep it on the ground. Sampson. Give him 3 yards, and now they're left needing a conversion here on 3rd and 6.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
Ready.
And now on 3rd down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the first. Up the middle they go. Sampson. The 20. And they will finally get to him down at the Bengals 9. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Hate to be blunt, but it is just continuing to prove to be the case that this O-line is manhandling this D-line right now.
They deserve to roll up their sleeves and show up their biceps because they're doing exactly what you just described, manhandling the defensive front. They've got the leverage, they are powering through, and they're controlling this game.
Well, this was not just the opener of a brand new season, but this was a division game here in week 1. And to come through with a 1-0 start against a division opponent gives you a little something extra heading forward for the rest of the season.
Yeah, let's pile it all into one game, right? Opening the season, and you open within the division. You knew the motivation was going to be there on both sidelines. One just executed better and earned the win.
So for the Browns, that'll be a happy locker room as they start this season 1-0. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Baltimore Ravens. Meanwhile, for Cincinnati, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.
The heart still beats, head held high. I haunt these streets, lies kill me 100,000 times. You can try, but the dead don't die. Knock me down, 6 feet deep. One more round, no reprieve. Lies kill me 100,000 times. You can try, but the dead don't die. In the mirror, no reflection. Another day, just another resurrection. Where's the glory? Just another story. I won't be the ending that was written for me. And I'm never running, so try it again. Starting me over, I